And now we go live to our commentators, John Murphy and David Jones.
Welcome back, night golf fans, once again to Erina Creek Golf Course. We have a fantastic show coming your way tonight. We have a world first. It's a battle of the sexes tonight in our match play knockout, live streaming through Facebook. Sit back and enjoy a night golf match play knockout, a pool match between Mick Lamaro and Joanna Spears. It's a pool match in the 2019 Autumn Match Play Knockout. Welcome to the Lamington Lounge, guys, and welcome to a world first in night golf match play. It's going to be a great night. It's a bit foggy out there, but how are you guys finding the conditions just on a bit of a practice while you're out there?
Hot.
Joe?
I was hot out there.
You were hot out there.
I was
Is
hot.
that the temperature though, or the cold? No, it was really good. Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it.
Great. Now, talking about the pool matches, Joe, you've played one and won one.
Yep.
So you've got a little bit of winning form coming into this match. How are you finding competing one-on-one with the boys?
Yeah, I love it. It's really good just to have an even playing field for men and women, which is really nice. It's something we don't get to play very often. So
it's something that
really
you can encourage some of the other lady golfers to come and have a go.
Yep.
Terrific.
Absolutely.
Any sledging going on out there between?
No sledging.
Maybe later. We'll see how we go.
Yeah. So Mick, you've played one, lost one.
Yeah.
So your form ain't as good coming into this match in your pool.
Yep.
Now, I know, Mick, that you're big on looking after junior golf on the Central Coast.
Absolutely.
Later on this month, Erina Creek are hosting a junior challenge.
Yep, juniors and cadets.
Yep.
Yes.
Now, you got any tips from them around here, junior-wise? I mean, the holes are shorter.
Mate, they're too good for me, these kids. They're too good for me, the kids. They'll be the ones giving the tips, mate. That's how good they are, the ones coming through.
Yeah,
they'll love it here.
Yeah.
The big holes and nice small course for them to play compared to Shelley and other courses we're along. So, mate, this is a great setup for kids in junior golf, I believe.
Terrific. Now, tonight's match being at night, of course, match play format. What do you think your biggest challenges are, Joe?
Finding where my ball goes in the dark. That'd be a good start. Yeah, just the different depth perception, I suppose, with hitting the ball. But yeah, it'll be interesting.
Yep, great. Yep, a lot of the players have spoken about depth perception. So, now, Mick, Dad's birthday yesterday.
Very nice. Yes, it was.
Happy birthday,
Happy birthday, Dad, if you're watching. I'm pretty sure he's watching there.
Now,
82 he was, the old boy.
Well done. Now, I've heard that he's a bit of a local legend.
He is.
Yeah. Now, the question the boys wanted me to ask you is that, are you thinking that victory tonight against Joe might raise your status in his eyes?
No. Not at all. No, I don't think so.
Righto. Well, I'm sure you guys are going to have a
We'll
great
have a
match
great
out
game.
there.
Yeah, we're going to enjoy ourselves.
All excited about watching it and looking forward to it. Good luck out there tonight. Can we have a bit of a match off for the battle tonight before you go out for the toss? Thanks, guys. Have a great game. And we're going to send out to the first tee. The guys are going to go out. You'll be seeing the toss. And we've got a bit of a course report coming from Steve Holmes on the first. See you in a sec.
Thanks, mate.
Yes, Murph, I've got you here. Thanks for joining us tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Here to talk a bit of course conditions, I think, out here, and it's quite misty tonight. May have talked about it a little bit before, but it's very, very misty out here tonight, and it's going to be a struggle to see the ball. So, hoping to give you some pretty good coverage out here on the course. Doing a little sort of tee test at the moment. We've had quite a bit of rain lately, and it's getting in there quite easy. So it's a little soggy, but I think if we hit them straight tonight, we'll be quite good. Now, Mick, come on over here.
How are you, mate?
Good, mate. Good. So how you been hitting them lately?
Sideways.
Sideways. All right.
Yeah.
I've just called out hitting it straight, and he's come out saying we're hitting it sideways.
We'll just see how we go tonight.
Yeah, all good. All right, Joe, I might get you up here, and we will do the coin toss. I might just move us a little bit. We're looking at this camera up here. So I reckon ladies first.
Yep.
Ladies call.
Okay.
All right, I've got a coin here, 50-cent piece.
Yep.
All right, you want to call it in the air?
Yep. Heads.
Heads is the call, and it is the tails. All right, Mick, what would you like to do?
I'll bat.
You'll bat first?
I'll bat first.
Okay, cool. Joe's bowling first. Good luck, Mick.
Thanks, Steve.
Joe, good luck.
Thank you.
Play well, play
Good luck,
first.
Joe. Have a good day.
Enjoy. Back to you guys in the studio.
Yeah, thanks very much to Steve out there. And as he said, we will be crossing over to Steve quite a bit in these conditions to see how things are travelling. Now, joining me in commentary tonight are our back to the old firm. We have Dave Jonesy Jones here. And Jonesy, you might want to pull into the screen a little bit closer to us so that the fans can see you when they get a shot. And also Pete Slapper Slewinski back from his world tour. And we'll be seeing a little bit more of Pete's interviews later in the match. So, welcome, fellas. What do you see happening tonight in these conditions with these players?
Just been out there, Johnny. Thanks for the great introduction, mate. Just been out there hitting a few balls around in the fog. And I think you pretty safely say that the creek's baring its teeth tonight. There's a lot of dew on the ground, a little bit hard to see in the fog. I think it's going to be a tough night. Tough night. Slapper, what are your views on this evening, mate?
Tough night. We're just going to watch Joanna play her first shot now. And, she got that away okay. A little bit left.
Solid swing.
Plenty of fog out there, about 90% humidity, 22 degrees. We've got a 4.1% waxing crescent moon out there too, so we'll see the effect that has on the ball. As Jonesy, you're the relevant expert on that side of things. And looks like Mick's already hit.
Yeah, Mick's just to the right of the pin there, just short of the munge, so he's in a pretty good spot. What are the stroke conditions tonight, Murph? Is there shots being thrown around?
There is a shot out there. Joe is getting one shot from Mick.
Maybe down the third.
Coming down the third, yep. So while the players are making their way down the first, we'll have a little bit of a review of their pool. They belong to Pool Q in the Autumn Match Play Knockout. And this is their pool here, fellas. So you can see there's been a few matches played. And looks like Lee Payne has played 3, won 3. Joe and Mick have only played 1 each for a win and a loss each there. Greg Buchanan, yep, you can see he's played 3, lost 3, and Teddy's had played a couple and got 1 of each as well.
Gee, it's good to see Lee Payne in early form, isn't it? Knowing that he'll powder when it comes down to the round of 16. It's good to see him having some fun early.
It's good to see the pool sizes only go to 3 wins and a 4 too, which is not really good for us because we can't count. So.
No, if it went any higher, we'd be bugging.
So good luck for the rest of the games at pool, and if you're watching our broadcast out there, players in the Autumn Match Play, please make the effort to get through your pool rounds and get things done. Some great matches and great fun to be had. Looking forward to seeing you guys out here at Erina Creek. So second shot's coming in here, fellas. What's Joe got to be looking for here with that pin position?
Well, she's in all sorts of strife here, Murph. This is tough. You can bump it into the slope that you can see in front of her, but if it gets away from you, it's going to run right down there. She's got to try and pitch this high and soft onto the green if she can. It's going to pull up pretty quickly. See how good a short game is. She made a nice little pass at that. That's a great shot. That's exactly what she had to do. Well played.
Joe's also coming off 27 holes played earlier today in the Mixed Foursomes Championships at Shelley Beach. So whether or not that's going to go in her favour or not, she's
sometimes can stiffen you up a bit for that evening game, but Joe's played a lot. I'm sure she'll handle it. I was never on track there, Mickey, but I'd say you'll get that conceded for a par.
It is Mick Lamaro.
Oh, it is Mick Lamaro. Good point. Yeah, we might want to see that.
She'll be seeing that.
Pop a spot on that, I think, Mick.
He's talked her into it.
Wow.
Talked her into it.
Okay, so this is for a half to stay at all square going down second. It's pretty straight putt as long as she keeps it up, pace up. She should be able to knock this right in the middle. Probably 10 or 11 feet. And she's done it very nicely.
Lovely.
Very nicely. Good half there by Joe, and I think she'll take a bit of confidence to the second, Murph, when you make a good, strong half.
It's great to see on the first end. Welcome to all lady golfers tuning in, watching the broadcast tonight, and letting you all know you're very welcome to join our next competition, or any competition that we have. It's always open to ladies and the men golfers.
Yeah, get down here, ladies. You're missing out on a lot of fun.
So we're heading over to the second, Jonesy. Now, this hole is maybe a little bit difficult of a hole to get the perception of depth in the fog. 99 metres. What are they looking at here?
Look, it's just a gap wedge. But the trick here is to keep it somewhere safe for your next one. So you don't really want it to be over the back. Anything short of the pin or in the gully is a great shot.
Mick was just seen cleaning the hosel of his club then.
This could be the Mel Blanc. No, he's got
No.
that right off the screws. Oh, that's a great looking shot.
Yes. Mick is famous or infamous for hitting the occasional Tom Hanks
He has.
hosel.
Yeah, Mel Blanc.
And we're looking forward to
Sherman tank.
seeing 3 or 4 today, hopefully.
Now, I don't know whether you blokes have noticed or whether any of the viewers have noticed down the second that there's been a tree removed down the left-hand side. Which, the big pine tree that used to be there, that unfortunately made its way to God.
It's gone.
And that's sort of opened up that left-hand side. We're hoping that more players will be less likely to be out to the right.
The Eisenhower tree's gone.
Gone. Where was that on 17?
That's looking
yeah.
like it might get a really good bounce there.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a
great.
lovely shot. Great looking shot from Joanne there. She's got a very makeable putt for 2.
You know, I saw the Ryan Edwards, Joe Spears game. I watched all of that, and Joe really took it to Ryan there. So
That was a great match.
Mick has got his hands full here.
Now, fellas, as the players are making their way down to the second green, and as I mentioned earlier, Slappy, you've been out on
Simon?
your world tour.
Yep.
A little bit of overseas promoting of our fantastic
Yes.
format of golf.
Yes, went to the
been-
World Conference in Hanoi. Yep.
Yep, so Vietnam, they're looking like they might take on the game.
They've already got it. It's already going. So here I am on assignment from Arena Creek Night Golf. We're in Hanoi. Hanoi is a growing community of night golfers, and I've got Quinn with me now. And Quinn is the CEO of the Night Golf in Hanoi, and he's been a live stream regular. So what do you think of the Night Golf?
Bullshit!
Arena Creek Night Golf, what do you think?
Wanker! Fucking wanker, man!
And what about the anchorman, John Murphy? Does a very good job.
Big head, man!
Dickhead. No, he loves it, believe me. Jonesy, what do you think of Jonesy?
Fuck off!
Yeah, well, he really is a big fan. And we're going to bring Night Golf to Hanoi, and it's going to play here. Will it work?
Bullshit!
Bullshit.
Fucking bullshit!
Look, they're right into it. They love it, as you
Ray
can see.
Martin's got nothing on you, mate. Here's Mick for a putt for 2. No shots given here, so this is to be first in with a 2. Well, that's getting away. Bad read there from Mick. He's looking at it, trying to blame the green, I think, Slap, but
Look
that
up
was
at the
just a
moon.
very, very poor, wishy stroke, wasn't it?
Unfortunately, they can't see the moon.
No.
With the fog.
No.
You've got a massive 4.1%.
Joe's giving him that 3-footer as well.
Oh,
Gee whiz, she's
Joe, you obviously don't know how
she's
Mick
too
can play.
kind. Way too kind.
Or she's confident.
Or she knows she's going to knock this in. She's got about 12 feet down the hill there. It's going to slide a little bit to her right at the hole. And there
Make
it
it.
goes.
Oh.
Bugger. Just needed it probably on the left edge or outside. But another hole halved, and Joe goes to the third with a shot under
All
the
important
belt.
shot.
Could be very important. Slap,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay, well there you have it. From Quinn, CEO of Hanoi Night Golf, big supporter of Arena Creek, and all these people will be tuning in to the Night Golf. Yep, or bullshit.
Bullshit!
Signing off.
And a big thank you there from our foreign correspondent, Slapper, over in Vietnam. Thanks for that, mate. Let us know when you're on your next tour.
Yeah, Gdansk, Northern Poland is next. Brekoslavia. We're heading up to the pipe makers up there, and
I see a Walkley.
yes,
I see a Walkley in this, yeah.
yeah.
For those of you who are watching overseas, that's our premier journalist, what would you call it?
Award.
Award, yeah.
Award in Australia. And
Yeah.
I think Slapper, that Ray Martin's got nothing on you, mate. The bloke's a joke. Very, very
And there
good
is,
reporting.
you can see the piece suit which
Whoa.
has come in here. You can
This is great.
just see the flag in the middle right of the picture there. And Hopefully the balls are shined up.
Geez, Mick's made a good swing at that. That
Swing.
actually looked like a really good
Maybe
contact.
a little bit right.
And look to be looking
He's
right.
trying to work
yeah.
it back, isn't he? Sort of on the line of the munge, so hopefully he got enough to get it over the munge.
Now this is the hole where Joe gets a shot. So par for her is 4.
I think it's probably a good hole for her. She hits a little cut. I watched her hit some warm-up shots before the match tonight.
What would
And
the
she just
ladies
hits it
be
nice.
taking down this hole, Jones?
I
Yeah,
think
the
she's got a
138.
little. I think she's got some sort of little hybrid, or maybe a 5-wood or a 7-wood or something. So she's going to set this up maybe 15 feet left of the pin and just hit a little cut in here. It's probably a pretty good hole. She can work her way around that munge, and with a solid strike, she'll get it close.
Oh, you've picked it.
This is great if it works its way up. Just dug in a bit. Should be on the front of the green though. I don't think that'll be too bad a shot at all.
Yeah, with a shot in hand, very important.
Yeah, there for none.
So as we're heading our way down to the third green, fellas, we're going to do a quick review on the other pools. A few of the other pools are quite interesting. And coming up here is Pool E. As you can see, there's quite a couple of players there that have completed their rounds, played 4.
Still wide open, isn't it?
Now, I think there's a match up here between Steve and Dave Holmes, the brothers. And both of them, as you can see, have played 3. Steve's won 2 and Dave's only won the 1. So if Dave does beat Steve, then he'll go to 2 wins. They'll have 2 wins each. And if Steve loses, then there'll be a possible playoff for the box position in Pool E.
And if there is a
Next
pool coming up, Pool F, you can see close again. And what can happen, there's a couple of pools where we can have multiple players tie, and in the event of that there'll be a modified skins format, or they'll be going out and playing off and playing for skins as they go, and the person with the most skins at the end of the 9 holes will go through. There's a big possibility in a lot of these pools that there will be a tie. As you can see, close again. Dave Willett still has a match up his sleeve.
So the Panthers
He's only
in a pure
won 1.
patch of form at the moment too.
Yeah, so who's your favourite in that pool?
Oh look, I quite like Dougie Millard's golf. I think he's got he's got plenty of shots and quite capable.
Got to win his next ones, mate.
So he's playing off 3. Those are the handicaps you can see just to the right of each other's names. And so that looks like a pool that could definitely go to a playoff. If it's only 2 players in the playoff, what happens there? Is that?
I think it's the same. It's the same if there's 2 players in the playoff. Then it goes back to that the modified skins format.
Yep.
And Pool O, we see there Michael's played his matches.
I'd like to see Denny Barton get up there. I like Denny, good player.
Mitch Jones is 4 from 4.
Yeah,
he's probably one of the only players that is 4 from 4. Yep.
Here we go, back live.
So it looks like Joe ended up short on the approach.
Yeah, so she's just pitched up there.
So
that's pretty tidy with a shot.
Very tidy.
And Mick is chipping off the
just
front as
chipping.
well. He'll be going over the munge from there. Slap, is that kind of run behind the munge?
Yeah, it looks like he's just going to lift just over the frog hair there, and we can't quite
I
see
think he
that.
might have rifled that. Oh no, there it is,
no,
just
it's-
trickling up. So they've both got. It looks like on this angle, I'd say that.
And the cameras
fog's
are
come
struggling
right
a
in
little bit
there.
in the fog there.
Yeah.
We zoom out a little bit, might pick up a bit of clarity there, and there we go. The production team stretched to the limit in these
We
conditions.
may have to cross
the Yarra and a pea soup, mate. It happens.
We may have to cross to Steve for a result shortly.
There we go. Let's watch from this angle. So Joe's got this putt for 3 net 2, which would be a win.
And
I think that looked pretty
it
good.
looks like she's made it.
So she's made it and goes 1 up onto the tennis court hole with 1 up. Lovely par there, Murph. That was a good par from in front of the green. She's chipped
Fantastic
really well
par.
on the first and the third now. So
Fantastic par for her there, Jonesy.
good short game will really, really assist you in match play at Erina Creek.
This is a great little hole, the tennis court hole. Fourth hole playing 82 metres. See a lot of birdies here, but you can see on the right-hand side of the screen there the Sapavi Munj, which is there. And that is just dead. The pin's cut tight in there. But they're only going in with a short club, and I'm predicting we may see a birdie or may see a socket, one of the two.
Well, Lamaro's there, so we've got both options covered.
Making sure
So it'd be nice for Jo now to get her hands on the club first too and take that honour on the tee. It's always nice when you win a hole after a couple of squares in a match and you get to wrestle the tee. So she wants to stick one in nice and close here now, try and make a birdie, get two up early, put Mick under a bit of pressure.
Again, 82 metres. It proves it doesn't have to be a long hole to be a great hole.
A little bit right of the stick would be very solid here. I like the way she gets through the ball. She hasn't got much of that one. Might have caught that a bit heavy, I think.
You might hear about
Definitely an
all
opening
about
here
that.
for Mick. So he needs to now make sure he gets this on the green and put a bit of pressure on Jo.
Well, that wide marker was in trouble there.
That's a good swing. I like that swing.
Is that in the Sapavi Munj?
This is in the Munj.
That seemed to bury a bit
Well,
too,
we
Slap.
might
I
hear
didn't see that bounce at all. So,
Boys, we're going to get an opportunity here to hear from Jo on course. I'm going to call you in, Steve, out on course there. Hopefully you've got Jo in the cart or just about to hop in. We can't quite see. You're in the cart, yep. We'll take it away and let's hear what's going on out there.
Fantastic, thanks Murph, and yes I do have Jo in the cart with me. How do you feel after that last hole, capitalising on the extra shot you had?
Yeah, that was important because it's my only one, so I wanted to make sure that I got that one up, which was good.
Yeah, it's great that you're actually able to capitalise on that. It was a good up and down as well. It's playing quite thick out here tonight,
Yeah,
and playing quite short, and I think we've just hit one a bit short here again as well, so maybe taking an extra club might give you a bit of hand, so I'll let you get back into it, and back to you guys in the studio. Thanks, Joe.
Thank you for the on-course interview, Steve and Jo. Great insight into what the players are going through out there.
yeah, pretty much as we thought, Murph. Ball not flying a long way through the air tonight, and just really difficult probably to see a shot in that fog.
Yes. A lot of
Just,
dew out there too.
I like to be able to see the trajectory of the shot as well, Slap. You know,
Just
I
make-
love seeing Mick looking for a ball. That's beautiful.
That's beautiful. That's
There's a
what we're gonna
Lamaro
see.
in his natural habitat. Hand on hip, teapot and a bad lie.
Just make quick mention.
Nice. Get up.
Oh.
Get up. Right shot. Just needed a little bit more room.
I'll just make quick mention quickly that tonight's conditions have brought in the rule of preferred lie. So if you see the players preferring their ball, that's a rule tonight because of the wet conditions.
Oh, I was hoping there was no preferred, so Lamaro would have to hack it.
Yeah,
out of
so
that
we
bunch.
might see him drop that out of it. If he remembers that it is preferred lie.
No, he seems to have sat it up in there. So
Yeah,
it's,
I see Mick preferring his line most times he plays.
yeah,
so
yeah. Even
Remembering-
in club champos.
I can't see much difference.
Yeah.
Remembering that preferred lies can only be preferred on the same
Condition.
surface.
Yeah.
The
Munj.
same
So
surface.
if you're in the Munj, prefer it in the Munj.
Yeah.
Well, this shouldn't be too bad now that he's got a preferred lie. He should be able to just take a wedge and just bump this like a little putt. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Not a bad shot.
Yep. So that's going to be a rock solid 3 for Mick. And well done out of the Munj there. And Joe needs to hold this to halve it and stay one up. It's sort of hard putting through that fringe there. You can get a funny bounce.
Plus plenty of dew.
But at least she can give it a good wrap here and make sure she gets it up. That's in.
Oh,
That's in if
please.
she's hit it. She's hit it.
Please.
She's hit it.
Oh, yes.
Oh, what a fantastic
What a putt.
half. Oh, there could be a replay moment there. I think that could be a moment in the match, Slap. Did you feel a moment then? I felt a moment.
Absolutely.
Wow.
There was a little bit of a bounce just before, which brought the ball back on track and beautifully tracked into the hole.
Pressure golf.
Just also shows the conditions around here that even with the fog and the dew, the ball still rolls perfectly around here.
Oh,
And what a great effort.
Well, that's. I think that could be the turning point in the match. I'm going to call the turning point early.
Calling it early.
Calling it
Now,
early on number 4.
Talking about insights into the players, fellas, we've got a guest commentator coming in tonight.
We have.
He's just going to swap out with Slapper for a couple of holes. A guest commentator joining us tonight, Dave Fletcher. He's a member from Shelley Beach Golf Club who knows in detail some of the intricacies of both these two players. So welcome, Dave. Fletch, welcome into the Lamington Lounge, and we are looking forward to you giving us a little bit more of an insight into what that type of shot will mean to someone like Joe to make that par.
No, well, thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here tonight and be part of the commentary team. I think Joe will absolutely love that, sinking that putt, because it puts her one up on Mick, and basically I think there's a strong dislike between Joe and Michael.
Okay.
Yes, and it's commonly known.
Yeah.
So hopefully that hatred will see her through. Okay, so very important tee shot here. This one's playing 103 metres today. You've got the Valley of Sin in the front and the Gully of Death in the back, and that's gold if it sits. She will get a preferred lie in there, but it's not going to be an easy pitch.
Tell you what, though, pretty confident shot.
Great looking shot, probably just half a club too much. But that's the beauty of Erina Creek. There's so many shots where you have to knock something down a bit, Murph, take something off or hit something a bit harder, and that's, of course, when golf gets tricky. Hello, we've had a late change of mind. He's going to move to the left and try and hook one in here. I don't know what's going on. What's happened, Mick? There he was thinking about driving the bus for the moment. See, that's the problem with Mick on this hole. He sees the bus stop and he thinks he needs to stop and pick people up. Okay. Good swing, though. By jingoes, he's made a real good pass at this.
Oh,
And has probably hit the shot of the night. Great shot.
that is a lovely shot.
Great shot. I'm putting that down to the bus stop, Fletch. Do you think that would have an effect on the Lamaro?
It certainly would.
Yeah.
Michael being the bus driver,
Yeah.
the local bus driver for Shelley Beach.
You see, he'll probably duck over there and just make sure there's not an old lady with a concession that he needs to grab, I'd say. Normal service will resume as soon as possible, chaps. We're just having a couple of technical errors with the pea soup at the moment, but...
We might cross out to... Actually, if there's water in the Valley of Sin or the Valley of Death over the back, that'd be casual water. Will she get a drop out of there?
She would, yeah.
I might just get Steve up
while
on
we've got
the...
a second, Murph, I want to bring something up. I'd like to nominate you as the best anchor man in golf coverage globally, and I'd like to issue a challenge to Jim Nance, that pansy on the PGA, to come down to Erina Creek and show his wares against you. I will back you.
Well,
I think it's about time he got down here and saw the best format of golf in the world. You're a joke, Nance. There you go. And I bet it's the same as last time I called him out. We'll hear nothing. Nothing.
it's like the time when you called Tiger out.
Tiger out. Exactly.
Yeah,
Nothing.
nothing.
Why? Scared to
I
take
know.
on one of the best night golfers ever.
Anyway, I'm going to call up Steve. I'm going to call out to you, Steve. If that's in casual water over the back, then Joe will get a drop out of there. Nearest point of relief, I believe.
Even if it's formal water.
Okay, yep, not a problem. Thank you, Murph. I'm just walking over to there now, and it is very, very wet down here. So, have we found the ball, guys? Yeah. All right. If it's in water, you're able to take a drop.
Every water.
Yeah.
So that'll be nearest point of relief, no nearer the pin, Murph. They'll find somewhere to drop that.
Yep.
And she'll get a preferred lie once she's dropped it. So I'm imagining if there's water everywhere in the Gully of Death there, then she may have to go beyond it towards the third fairway and take a drop there and chip back over that point towards the hole.
Okay, she won't be able to take it out to the right.
Well, she may be. She's got to get further from the hole, no nearer the pin. And it's got to be the nearest point where that point exists. So,
Okay.
So I'm not sure. Without being there and seeing it exactly, maybe she can take it over towards the front of the green there and drop it over to the right.
Do you think while
It looks
Michael's
like that's
not
where
looking,
she's heading, or are they doing a lap around?
I think they're doing a lap around.
Maybe they're doing. Yeah, look, it could well be that the shortest point is to drop it on the. And it looks like it
Hang
is. It looks like it is. She's now on the other side. Is she? Oh no, she's going to try and drop it in there.
No.
Okay. I don't know if I'd be dropping it. I suppose.
Yeah, so Holmesy, nearest point of relief. Doesn't have to keep going beyond, but nearest point of relief, no close to the hole.
Thanks, Murph. Not a problem. We're just deciding whether we go over the back of the Valley of Death or just short to the right of it.
Well, I think Mick will be watching this drop fairly closely. He wouldn't want it to be...
Well, just throw back to us there, Holmesy, once you've got a decision on what Joe's
Looks like
Joe's
she's dropped
doing.
it. I think she's already dropped it, Murph. So I think she's...
Thank you, Murph.
Or are they still deciding?
Looks like Joe's going to drop back of the green on the right-hand side.
Okay, well, as long as Mick's happy with that.
And she will get a preferred there as well.
You see the drop happens from knee height
roger
now,
that.
so... Fletch, she seems to have a really tidy short game. She's had a couple of little testy chips early on and got them both up and down under a fair bit of pressure. Is that the way she plays?
Very handy golfer, Joe. A low marker. I was thinking she might have taken the drop there while Michael had his back turned.
Yeah.
Might have been able to do a little bit underarm, get a little bit closer.
Yep.
Michael would not have known the difference. But unfortunately, her caddy, husband Brett, too honest.
Too honest.
Too honest.
Yep. He does seem like a very lovely bloke. But if he keeps caddying for a while, I'm sure that'll get beaten out of him.
That will change.
He did ask me for a tip. I said to keep up and shut up.
So here we go, up and down.
Okay, so she wants to just pop this onto the green with a 9-iron or a wedge and let it release out. That's exactly what she's done. She's played that
that's
shot well.
tidy.
Short game's been immaculate tonight. Really well done.
You've had some
So
interesting...
Mick's got a putt for a birdie here and to take it back to square, Murph. And
Joneser, on the World Tour, Night Golf World Tour, you've had some interesting caddies over the years.
I have, mate, yeah. I had to sack 2 caddies over the years. We might talk about that a little bit later on.
So this for the win.
That's not... He's missed a few putts on the low side today. I think he's just not quite seeing the break. Maybe he's feeling that the dew's going to keep these greens a bit straighter, but it's that beautiful sort of Walter Pavey cooch. It just rolls beautifully.
Joe keeps the lead. 1 up after 5.
So, Joe, a little bit of background on Joe then, Fletch. She's a pennants player at your club?
Pennants player at our club.
So she's used to this kind of format now.
Oh, she is. And I don't think Michael has the nerves to maintain this. I'm pretty sure Joe, with all her experience, will actually see him crumble in the next hole or two. I doubt this will get to 9.
I can feel a shank coming through, Fletch. I just feel like it's that sort of night where we're going to see it.
And of the 2, who do we think it might be?
Oh, definitely Mick.
It'll only be Michael.
Yeah.
It will only be Michael.
No.
Well, coming up this hole after the players take their tee shot, we'll go back on course for an on-course interview. Would you like to ask Mick a couple of questions, Fletch?
I'd love to ask Michael
Would
a
you?
question. That'd be fabulous.
Yeah, I'll get that organised, and we'll get you in direct contact with him.
Wonderful.
Should be interesting.
Well, we're on the 6th now, boys, and that's going to play 97 tonight. And a great hole. This has really turned into a fantastic hole. Just that awkward distance. Again, probably in between clubs. But Joe holding a 1-shot lead. She just wants something solidly in the middle of this green. She'll take her chances with the putter. Nice swing. Get up.
Up a bit. Kick.
Yeah,
Yes.
lovely
nice
shot. Lovely
Nice
shot.
shot.
That's exactly where she would have liked it.
She's a good front runner.
Very good front
Great-
runner. Yeah,
great
she
front
seems
runner.
to have a nice reproducible swing.
And a little bit of catch-up golf for Michael.
Yeah, well, he needs to make a par here and somehow get himself to 7.
He
only 1 down. I think he needs to... He can't lose this one. But a half won't hurt him terribly.
He's in his local habitat. Bus shelter there.
Bus shelter behind him. He would
Yes.
feel good.
Oh, nice strike.
Oh, I don't know whether he's pushed that a bit. He just seemed like he left that a bit to the... No, he's come over the top of it. Lovely.
Pretty good.
Okay, so he's going to give Joe a bit of a look at that putt. They're putting basically on the same line there, so Joe will get to see how that ball runs out around the hole, which will be very handy.
So as the
Or she'll
players
get to see how
are
it runs
walking
out
up,
left of the hole.
making their way up the 6th hole, we're going to cross out on course to Steve. Have you got me, Steve?
I do, Murph. Thank you very much. And I have Mick in the car.
Mate, we've got Dave Fletcher here in the commentary booth, and we're going to get Dave to ask Mick Lamaro a couple of questions. Are you okay with that?
No, all good. Plenty of holes to go. We're hitting them pretty straight tonight. Both of you are hitting them fairly well off the tee. It's fairly thick out here, so some of them come up a little bit short, but I think you both have got your eye in now and picking the distance, which is great. So hopefully we can keep them going straight and hitting on the green. And
Try and hole a putt.
Yeah, I think you've
Try and catch her.
got one fairly nice here. I think both of you are looking pretty good this one, so hopefully hole a putt.
Yeah, keep it going. Looks like it's going to be a close game.
Alright, back to you guys in the studio. Thanks.
Mate, got Dave Fletcher in the commentary booth here. You're going to get him to. He's got something he wants to ask Mick. I'll just put him over just while you got Mick there. Go ahead, mate.
Hello, Mick. Dave Fletcher here. Mick, it looks like from the boys here in the commentary booth, you're struggling with your putting. You've not much idea how to read these greens?
Hopefully tonight, mate. I'm getting them close, though, but just not picking the break, especially on 2. That was a bad read on 2. When you get on the other side of the green, you can see how big of a swale it is. Other than that, Joe's putting really well and playing well, so it's a good game. We're going okay. Fine, I hold it in practice. We'll see how we go.
Thanks for that, fellas. Good luck for the rest of the game.
Sounded like false bravado to me.
It does.
I think that was the last wish of a dying man, wasn't it?
Joe doesn't have any problems with the putting. Michael's reading demons into this.
Yeah. The problem here is if he gets a bit bashy with this and it gets away from him, there is a little slope it can run down after the hole. So you've got to be a little bit gentle and get the pace right. He's going to swing a little bit from his left to right, depending on how hard he's prepared to hit it.
He really needs to start sinking these, I think.
He does, Fletch. He needs to make one and get it back to square, mate, to be honest with you. He doesn't want to go over the back 3, 1 down, but that's not going to get there. Just bounced into the line and didn't
Joe's
get there.
conceded
So
again.
Joe's seen the line there, so she knows now the pace and the line she's probably got to use. So
I don't think this will pull up short.
no, I think if she makes this, it's all over.
Oh, it'll be game over.
Yeah, I think we'll see a shank on the home hole from Mick if she makes this. She really wants to hit this sort of inside left or on the left edge and just keep the pace up. Hit it hard enough to get 4 feet past. The pace is good.
Pace is good.
Line's even better.
Oh! That is
Gee
desperately
whiz,
unlucky.
That was desperately... Oh. Great effort.
Michael's conceded. He's very generous. He has conceded that moment.
I would have thought he'd make it all. Okay, so Joe's going to go to the 7th one up, and I think I'd like to be in Joe's spot.
Yep, so coming up, we've got our next match play tournament coming up through winter. Let's have a look at the clip. So that's a new format coming up for our winter match play. Pairs. 2 ball
Nice.
best
I
ball.
like it.
Nice.
And it's going to be more information coming on that for our players and fans out there of night golf.
We might have to get some on-course mics, I think, for the pairs. There could be a fair bit of chat between the pairs. I can see a lot of pairs coming unstuck in that. A lot of relationships ending.
So it's going to be a very interesting tournament coming up during winter. We're still halfway through our autumn match play knockout. Remembering that after all the pool matches, we'll go into our final series and see some great matches coming up in there. So Joe's still got the honour, 1 up with 3 to play.
Slogan was a little bit reminiscent of that Pavey Production Global Series, wasn't it?
It was a bit.
The Game of Cones.
Yeah. I've heard that that global series has taken a few cues from Pave's editing ability.
Oh, I think so. I think there's not too many production teams around the world that wouldn't be looking at night golf for some tricks and lap dissolves. Okay, so Joe looking to bury the Italian stallion on number 7. That's got to get up a bit, boy. Or has it? No, that's great. Release. No, it does have to get up. Well, she's probably got that just over the creek by the look of it. So she's got a reasonably easy pitch or a long putt.
He needs to do something here, Michael. He's got to make the move.
Fletcher, are you thinking that we might see one of his famous shanks here? Or?
This is certainly a hole ready made for it.
Oh, that was starting to get close to the hosel, wasn't it?
It's pitched a little right.
I think he's got that little bit inside on the face, but I tell you what, he's got away with it. That's a great shot now. Quite a makeable putt across there. It rolls beautifully across that fringe there, so I don't know what Mick prefers around the green. Is he a chipper or a putter?
Often a thrower.
Often a thrower.
Often a thrower. He finds he gets it a lot closer.
The Julius Marlowe wedge quite often.
That happens as well.
Yep.
So, like to thank very much for Fletch coming in to join us in the commentary. Some great comments there and some insights into these local players from Shelley Beach Golf Course. We're going to flick back and swap you back out for Slapper.
Thanks, Fletch.
Thanks
gents.
for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Look forward to seeing you next time as well.
Yeah, Murph, I think the match is at a critical point now. I think we're at the point where someone will make a chip or a putt that will actually turn this match, or, in Joe's case, bury it.
Yeah, I think you're right, Jonesy.
Fletch had a lot of very good insights there. Interesting to hear about the hatred.
I think he did a terrible job.
You're not very happy?
No, I think Fletch did a terrible job.
Yeah.
I can't talk him up. I want this gig to last for a bit longer.
Well, that's it. You're the incumbent, mate. He's got to do something special to get you.
We just renegotiated our contract with Pave Enterprises.
Yep.
Just a bit on that. You may notice it from last year. We haven't been here. We've been in the courts, the arbitration.
Yep.
We wanted more money. We didn't get it. We wanted sick leave. Didn't get it.
Yep.
Wanted annual leave. Didn't get it. And we're back on the contract that I buy the Lamingtons, and that's basically it.
Yeah, so really, our negotiations failed.
Well, fail's a harsh word.
Yeah.
I think it stalled.
Stalled.
Yeah.
Stall's a better word.
Well, yeah, you did have two barristers there.
Yeah.
In the arbitration.
I reckon one of them wasn't a barrister. I reckon that was his uncle.
I think it was too.
Yeah.
Well, cousin Vinny.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're back.
Little chip here. Get this up nice and close. Gee, she's made a good action. 3 or chip shots all night. That's another one.
No, in all seriousness, thanks to Fletch. Thanks for Fletch for jumping in the box and having a go. I'm sure we'll see Fletch again. Good man.
Yeah, no, Fletch was great. He had some good insights on these Shelley Beach stalwarts.
Is that conceded?
I think so. I think Mick's...
Or
did
did
she
he-
pop
no,
a
may have
mark on it?
marked
Maybe
it.
there was a... I think she did a little Lexi there and just popped something on it. Or in the general direction.
Well, we've got more than Lexi
Gee, this is
now.
a good-looking putt. If it's up, he hasn't hit it. Oh, and there's a little bit of the dance there. We saw a bit of the Italian stallion doing the disco there. That was the sad disco. He does a happy disco too when it goes in, I believe.
He does. Now, this
Yeah.
is very interesting because Joe's been conceding putts to him all day.
Yeah.
And as soon as she's got a 2-footer, the Italian meatball says, no, I'm going to see that. You're going to putt it. So I do hope she fudged a little bit further forward on the mark. Shorten the distance a bit. But no, she's a very honest golfer.
Okay, just keep it nice and firm.
There we go.
Yeah, that'll do. Get in.
Yeah.
Righto. So Joe's playing really well, hanging on to this lead with a good short game. Slap.
I think she's even par.
Yeah.
So, fellas, earlier on tonight in the interview, the player interview, we touched on a little event that's coming up here at Erina Creek Golf Course. It's the junior comp that's coming up on Friday, the 26th of April. It's a short course challenge for all juniors on the Central Coast, so welcome to come and play.
Sweet.
Look, $10 in per play, which includes a barbecue. Lots of fun, challenges, novelty events for all the girls and boys on the Central Coast. Great prizes and another great initiative by both Erina Creek, and also you see the coordinator there, Jason Millers. There's his details there and his mobile number. If you've got a kiddie out there who wants to come out and have a hit, there's also going to be foot golf, frisbee golf challenge, the whole lot. Jason is doing a tremendous job with Mick for the promotion of junior golf in the Central Coast. They just came back from Bathurst where they took a swag of kids up there, and Jason was instrumental in getting a whole lot of prizes and sponsorship. And Jason's young boy Riley Millers, he's a great little golfer too. coming back from injury, and it'd be great to see Riley back out there.
Yeah, I've seen Riley play a couple of years ago when he was first started playing pennants when I was looking after another one of the association's junior pennant teams. Good kid. Got some real ability too.
Yes.
Okay, so the 8th, 99 metres in the shortened version with the green still out of play, so we're still playing the temporary in front. Joe looking to bury. Ooh, was that a little bit low on the club face?
No, a little bit, but
tad.
She's been playing these shots. Just getting a bit. Recovery shots have been sensational.
Yeah, she seems to have hit it to where she can make par every time.
Every time.
But that's the secret of a good short game, isn't it? They just look like they're hitting it where it's easy to get it up and down.
That's it. And Mick's got to control. I mean, the atmosphere's changing out there, and this is where you really got to work on your distance control.
Yeah, Mick wants a good solid shot here. Try and rip this one back. He doesn't want to go down the last one down.
No, I think this was the hole where when we played with him, he hit the socket into the tree and bounced onto the green for the birdie.
Yeah, and took it.
Yeah. It was a well-controlled socket.
Yeah. So is that him through the green?
Not sure. The production crew are doing a fantastic job trying to keep up with play out there.
Maybe it is. They're heading down by the look of it. So
we've just had a call in from message in from young Benny Ward. Wants to know if he can play in the kids comp.
Well, yeah, he'll be fine.
Will that be okay?
Yeah, I think they're just going to set up one of those things. If you're shorter than this, you can play. So Benny will be fine.
Half the Erina Creek match play field will be able to do that.
Yeah, Benny can wear high heels and still get a game.
Yeah, so
there he is. He's on the left of the green as the players look at it. So, yeah, again, a little bit of an up and down off here. So,
but more information on that junior challenge on the 26th of April here at Erina Creek Golf Course will be on our Facebook page. So please, out there in Facebook land, please share it, like it. Opens us up to a broader audience. Share our broadcasts. Get more people watching our broadcast. Can open this up to a lot more people.
Oh, exactly, Johnny. I think get your kids out here playing this great game of golf. Get them. We want the next generation of night golfers to start coming to Erina Creek. And as we've always said at Erina Creek, we think kids should be playing golf because it's better than crack.
Well said.
We've said that.
Always.
Yeah.
Always.
I know. Yeah. Okay.
Another great chip.
Roll back.
This
come back a bit. Well, there's a little slider there. That's probably the biggest tester she's left herself with the putter. But gee, she's been good. I wouldn't mind her back against her.
Mick's taking the Texas wedge here.
Yeah. That'll roll through there pretty nicely, Slap. That's not too bad over there. Oh, it's bounced a tad, but he's going to end up pretty close.
Oh, she'll be seeing that.
Yeah, I think they'll both need to pop those. I think when we have a look from behind the green, that one of Mick's has come up probably 5 or 6 feet short. It's no gimme.
I'd be calling, if I was Joe, I'd be looking at Mick going, 2 gimmies.
Yeah.
2
Good,
gimmies.
good, let's go.
Good, let's go. One up playing the last.
Yeah. Yeah, it is too. It's not dead,
No.
so still 3 possibilities here. We can have this hole halved or either of them could win it. So I think this one's going to get away to Joe's left a little bit if she doesn't keep the pace up. So
it's a great view there.
Fantastic. Just needs a good solid stroke here. You want these ones coming out of the putter nicely.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
got away on it. So Mick's got a putt to get back to square going down number 9. So this is really important. Has he got the...
He'll jam that.
Yeah,
Yep.
That's great.
He loves them.
Yeah, well done. So we're back to square with only the road hole to go, Slap. It's turned into a great match.
Probably the best we've seen.
Yep. I think this has been a great match. I think, that'd probably drop Joe to 1 over, and I think Mick's all square. So it's been a high quality of golf, and they've now faced with the... look, I think this is still Erina Creek's signature hole, the road hole. 56 metres. Probably had as many 5s as 1s here, Slap.
Yep. I mean, I think the day we played, I took 5 here coming up. Was playing well and took 5.
tried for every one of them.
Tried for every one of them. Yep. Very, very tricky.
The extension there of the Great Wall of Erina.
Yeah, looking good there on the bottom right of the picture.
The condition of the course is spectacular at the moment. Had a bit of rain the last week or so too, so...
That's amazing, that Serpavi Cooch, that little square that they grow there.
Yeah.
It's quite amazing. It almost looks artificial.
And it's just the lights that keep it growing. It's
Right.
that light there that focuses on it that keeps it growing. It works on a special frequency of light.
Okay.
I don't want to, bore you people with wavelengths of nanometers and things like that, but
We do have smart people out there watching.
Yeah.
They both watch all the time.
Yeah, 2 of them have read books.
But again, 56 metres, great little hole.
Great hole.
A little bit deceiving. It looks at that tree looks like it's in play in front, but it's actually...
It does, but you've got a little gap through there. It's just one of those shots where you want to hit a 3/4 spinny sand wedge or a lob wedge. Lob wedge was always my choice here.
Or a socket.
Oh, that's going to be short, I think. Oh, no, it's in the hole.
Oh.
Great shot. Oh, Mick's
Great
cut.
shot.
That's a fantastic shot. I think he probably caught it half a run low and got away with it. It didn't seem like the trajectory that he was after, but
it came out all right. And if it's a birdie to win,
gee whiz,
what a great game.
Has this put a big shift in the momentum?
Oh, this is an upset move. This is an upset. I didn't see this. I saw Joe cruising to victory. And she still can. She just needs to get this in nice and tight, halve this one and move on. She's got a wedge or something. Just to hit a little punchy shot in here, land it somewhere around the front of the green. It's gone. It's got a grab.
Oh.
It'll be short of the fence, I think, so... the retaining wall rather, so she should be fine there. It'll be putter in hand, but she really needs to make it mix close. So, well, big turnaround here, Slap. I didn't see this coming. There we go. She's just there. So, yeah, she's got to chip it in or roll it in. Simple.
Mick does love those 4-footers, especially with the big holes, and with the new rule about leaving the flag in, which obviously the RNA and USGA have been following Erina Creek. We've been doing it for years.
Straight from us, mate. Copied straight from us, yeah.
You know? And he loves it. He just in normal play, he just gets over those 4-footers and just rams them in. And
I don't know. There's a bit of nerves, and that putt there, if you don't keep the pace up, it will duck left.
It's a very tricky green.
I mean, he should knock it in, but it's the Erina Creek match play.
Now, is it a little chip or is it a little putt? You get a preferred lie.
Looks like she had a flat stick there.
Like,
no, it's not. It's a wedge. So she's going to just pitch it onto the green and let it release down, or is she going to go for a flat stick?
Change to
something with a bit more loft, maybe.
No, it's hard to see. Maybe the putter. Wow! Now she's got due, bit of long grass to get through. She wants the ball rolling.
Gee,
what do you think of this call, Jonesy?
I don't know. I think if I had to make it, I'd chip it.
Yeah. Well,
if I had to make 3, I'd putt it. But if I had to make it, I'd chip it. Even just a wedge and land it 2 feet on the green and let it pop down.
Oh, she's got
it up there. Get it!
Oh, for it. And she's done it.
Oh, well, I think I'll just shut my mouth as the expert commentator, John Murphy.
Commentator's curse once
that
again.
That was sensational.
And Mick's up there.
Now, Mick may not make this now. He's got to be scared.
That
was... Well... I'm speechless, John Murphy. I love it when a match gets exciting, and this one just got super duper exciting.
Yep.
This may be
Joe for Prime Minister. I'm voting for Joe for Prime Minister in the upcoming election, and I think anyone who doesn't out there is a mongrel.
Exactly right.
We're going into uncharted territory here, fellas. This is probably our first broadcast match that's going to a playoff.
Well, we've run out of material.
Yeah.
This is unprecedented.
Sorry, I got nothing.
I think you'll be hearing boo from now on.
So
I only had an hour's worth of gags. Sorry.
We might... so just going out to you, Holmesy, back out on course. We'll get you to turn the light on out there at the first hole. And just going through what happens here, fellas, with the playoff. It's sudden death.
Sudden death, John. Shots still apply, so if they get to the third, Joe will still have a shot.
Yep.
But yeah, basically someone wants to stake one and make a putt.
Yep. So it looks like
Yeah, don't
Yep.
toss again. I think they're playing that whoever holds the honour holds the honour. So
Mick will be hitting off.
Mick will have the honour, and we're back to the first, ladies and gentlemen. And
I tell you what, that was a terrific momentum stall.
And
there
Mick
from
has
Joe.
not hit a Mel Blanc yet.
No, and
And
I think
still
he's
has
that good.
Gee, that's
I think
probably
he
as
likes
good as
it.
he can swing it.
Oh, it's a great shot.
That's a great
That
shot.
is a great shot.
Yep.
That's the best swing he's made on one all night.
Yeah, that was good, wasn't it?
Good to see the fog's lifted a little bit there too. So
Yeah.
seeing Erina Creek and all its beauty there.
Look at that. What a glorious night at the creek. Get your name down for the winner comp, please.
And James, you've been spot on so far with your commentators' calls. What are you calling you?
Yeah. I call shut that bloke up with a microphone. Mate, I think she's got to land one just short. She's probably hitting I don't know, 6 or 7 iron and just playing a little cut in here. She just needs a real good shot. She's come over the top of that a little bit, just probably going to be left, I'd say. Yeah, just pretty much where she was first time around. A little bit closer, so...
Close the course. Tee's lost.
Yep.
Get the search party out there. We'll get a few more people out there.
Yeah, you can't operate under those circumstances.
Good to see Holmesy going in there looking for the tee.
Terrific fella.
He's given up.
Yeah, he didn't look real hard. He's not that good a bloke, to be honest with you. He's just doing that for show.
He's good at turning that
So
wide
I guess
out there.
now, Joe wants another miraculous chip in.
Well, there it is there. It's not too bad.
It's not too bad, mate. I think it's a bit further than the one in the first, when we played this hole first time. So she's got probably a better lie and firmer ground. So she can just play a nice little sand iron, open the face up, pop it on the green, let it land softly.
And importantly, a preferred lie.
Yeah. And the way she's been chipping tonight, I'll give her 3.
We might go back out on course and get a bit of a mood update.
Let's see how they're feeling.
We've got nothing to talk about. So we've got
not.
you out there on course, Steve. Can you give us a bit of a mood update after that fantastic birdie putt coming in off the edge from Joe?
Thanks, Murph. I can tell you that Mick, before his tee shot just then, he's asked the question of whether Joe gets a shot on the third. So I think that he's lacking a little bit of confidence because he thinks it's actually going to go that far. So Joe needs to get a good up and down here, and it'll continue on, I think.
Is she putting?
Yeah, we're detecting a little bit of a lacking confidence too, Steve. But
she got the putter.
how's
She's
her
quite
mood
happy.
out there?
Yep, she's putted it.
Joe's very sprightly, mate. I think she thinks she can get this. So very, very good confidence coming out of Joe at the moment.
That's a great par. Well done.
Mick gave it to her.
Yeah.
First putt I've seen him give in 10 years.
Yeah.
This could be it.
Okay, so this is for the match. Needs to give it a chance. I don't think he has. Yes, he has.
Got it.
Yes, he has. There you have it. Mick Lamaro wins the first playoff hole.
With a birdie.
One up with a birdie over Joe Spears. What a great match. What a great match, Slap. That was
Unbelievable
really
match.
good golf all night in trying conditions.
3 birdies in the last 2 holes.
Yep.
Couldn't have been better.
Yep.
Fantastic match.
Yep, I think Mick, a well-deserved winner there. I had him down as struggling after 7 or 8, and he's done a fantastic job to come back.
And with that birdie on 9, Joe's even par through 10 holes.
That's right. Yeah,
So
and
hang
Mick's
ar-
1 under, so the golf was of high quality.
Hang around out there in Facebook land. We're going to have the players back in the Leamington Lounge for a post-match interview. Let's get there. We'll be getting their words on what really happened out there and how they handled the conditions. In the meanwhile, fellas, like to thank you once again for a fantastic call out there. Some of our calls obviously are well educated and sometimes not, but thanks again for your brilliant comments and bringing this game out to the fans of night golf. Again,
Pleasure, John Murphy. Pleasure.
Much of a pleasure, and I mean the golf played it out. It's easy to call when you're seeing such good golf.
Really
like
easy
that.
to call a good
So
sporting
excellent.
event.
Well done.
also again, thanks to Fletch for coming in as a guest commentator from Shelley Beach, one of our local courses that support us heavily here at Erina Creek. We love seeing the Shelley Beach players coming out and joining us. Tuesday nights, remember, I think we've got a news time slot for our hit-offs. for night golf on Tuesday night is at 6:30. 6:30 hit off. So get yourselves down here a little bit of time before we take off at 6:30. Any other updates that are coming along, you'll see on our Facebook page. A quick shout out to our sponsors. Some of our sponsors have been with us from the beginning, including the guys down at Mortgage Choice at Erina. We've got some new sponsors here. Pack-On Global Freight Managers, thanks to the Lexi and Pete out there at Pack-On. Also, one of the stalwarts of night golf being Cuba Pools. All your pool needs up at Erina Heights and Wyoming at Cuba Pools, a local business. And another couple of new ones here, Scope Legal and Murray's Brewery, one of our big sponsors, Murray's Brewery, who normally would sponsor our Chukka Club event. But formerly Chaz Deer Legal, Scope Legal. So for all those guys that follow Chaz's work around the coast, one of our night golfers here.
Chaz Deer Legal.
Say?
I preferred Chaz Deer Legal, I think. Yeah.
He's moving forward. So thanks again, fellas. We'll get these players back into the Lamington Lounge and have a quick chat. We'll catch up with you blokes next time we're broadcasting here live through Facebook.
Thumbs up.
Thanks, Johnny.
See you, boys. Thank you. Me and one of the best matches that we've broadcast here at Erina Creek Golf Course, a fantastic night golf exhibition of skill and competitiveness. Thank you guys for putting on such a great show. Those last couple of birdies were just amazing game. We'll lead off with you, Mick. You've won the game, so please give us an insight into what you were going through out there.
Mate, I was just trying to hit good golf shots, actually.
I'll get you set up properly. Get your hat on.
My sponsor's hat from Drummond.
Well, there's a bit of a shout out for TaylorMade.
Yeah.
Okay. So, all night it looked like you were battling, you were struggling.
Yeah, I was struggling.
And,
I was playing good though, but
momentum shifted.
Yeah, I was playing pretty good, just keeping it, around the greens, and Joe was just chipping and putting unreal. Like, you seen that putt on 4 where she had to hole it from off the green, that bounced and went in, then she goes in the water at the back and got up and down, and then 6, she hit a top putt, and we don't know how it missed. We don't know how it missed, so it was good.
Yeah.
And I finished off pretty good with a good shot in the 9 and a good shot in the 1 again.
Your swing towards the back end of the game was spot on.
Yeah, I was surprised how good I hit it, actually.
Well done. Well played.
Thank you.
Congratulations on the win. Joe, what could have been?
Yeah, so much. Yeah, that was so much fun. It was great.
Looked like you were having a great time out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was very entertaining for us to watch you guys competing, and fantastic to have, the world's first battle of the sexes in golf.
Hey,
it was good fun.
Joe put up a great fight, and I was just lucky I come on top with that putt. I just got there.
I think that when Joe's putt went in off the back of the green here at 9, I think all of us were out of our seats. So.
There was no chance, but it was either going in or it was going off the other side.
Yeah.
So you want to leave it short.
It had some speed.
Yeah. Oh, it did, but...
got there.
Yeah, I didn't... I thought, if she holds it, she holds it. Good luck to her,
So that means that you guys have got two games left in your pool.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got Teddy on Tuesday night. So.
Okay. Teddy coming in on Tuesday night.
Yep.
Who's your next game with, Joe?
I haven't lined up either, actually. I spoke to Teddy today. He got a prize up there at Shelley in the foursomes, so I might give him a bit of a wait until he's off his game again, and then I'll run him up. Next couple of weeks we'll play the next 2, so get it done.
Well, once again from Erina Creek Golf Course, I'd like to thank you guys so much for a terrific match. Fantastic to watch. Very entertaining.
Thank you.
And I hope
It was
all
good.
of you guys out there are sharing it away, and we'll catch up with you next time. Thanks again, and bye for now from Erina Creek.